What is up, everybody? We are about to hop into an awesome interview with Master Sergeant Ybarra and the Sky Raiders Armed Drill Team from William Howard Taft High School's Air Force Junior ROTC. Now, the cool thing about the Sky Raiders, and the reason we wanted to bring them on and really ask them some questions, is that this group has continued to grind. They're continuing to work, they're continuing to stay motivated despite the pandemic situation that we're in. And hopefully by hearing what they've been up to and what they've been working on, you might come away with some ideas about things that you could do with your group, things to keep them not only fresh and motivated and inspired about drill team, but also things to keep their skill sets up. Because I know if you're anything like us, when things go back to normal, not only do we want to come back strong, we want to come back even stronger than we were when we left. And so, despite the fact that this group can't come together and physically practice, despite the fact that we have social distancing in place, they've managed to find ways to make it work. And we hope that you not only leave inspired, but you leave with a couple more tools for your toolbox. So, let's go ahead and hop right in and see what the Sky Raiders have to say. So, we are here with the Sky Raiders from William Howard Taft High School in San Antonio, Texas, and their instructor, Master Sergeant Ybarra. Master Sergeant, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the team and introduce who we have today.
Okay, again, I'm Master Sergeant Ybarra from William Howard Taft High School. I'm one of the aerospace science instructors out there, also in charge of the Sky Raiders drill team. By far, what we train today, the way that we train today and the form that we train today is way different. It's not as intense, but we're moving forward as a team. Well, what I want to do is introduce, first of all, is our commander, Cadet Angelina Sellinger.
Hello, I'm Cadet Angelina Sellinger.
Our other veteran is actually her twin, Daniel Sellinger.
Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel Sellinger.
We have Cadet Dre Henry.
Hi.
We have Cadet Eduardo Garcia.
Hello.
And we have Cadet Xavier Alvear.
Hello, everyone.
And we have another set of twins, Christopher Michael Waller.
Hello. Hey.
For the most part, Matthew, we have two second-year drillers, and the rest of the team are first-year drillers. We have been actually like maybe 6 months before the pandemic hit, 7 months before the pandemic hit, and we're continuing to train. Training is not as intense as it used to be. You can't because it's virtual. We're not in each other's faces and challenging each other, but we are training. I'll let the team themselves explain the ins and outs of our training program now.
All right, very cool. So what I want to do is just going to ask a couple of questions about how things are going. And the first one that I have is basically, how are you guys staying connected during this time when we have the pandemic situation going on? What are you guys doing to stay connected in this situation?
Well, how we're staying connected during this situation is that we're using Google Hangouts or Classroom Google Meetings, and by that time we're always using Messenger, mostly Messenger, because we have our team meetings there and also showing our drill skills there and what we need to work on through the time that we have. Also, what we also use is mainly Google Hangouts, is because we have PT in the morning and we always go on camera and we work out and every single day and in the morning by 9 o'clock.
Very cool, very cool. So it sounds like, and you touched on this, you guys are still doing the PT thing. Someone tell me, what are you guys doing individually in those workouts, and how are you staying, on top of your physical fitness as well?
First and foremost, physical fitness is very important, especially during this pandemic. People are becoming, since they're less active, they're becoming more unhealthy. And usually it's a decision. We made a decision to work out as a team from 9 to 9:30. It's basic, real easy workouts, but we still try to push ourselves, just basic cardio. And like Garcia said, it better helps connect us as a team, and it builds our teamwork, trust, just trying to push ourselves with our commander. She's the leader of our workouts. And before that, I still used to work out even before we used to work out as a team. Decided to make the decision from like 8. I wake up, I run on the treadmill for about a mile or two, and then I go on with my basic necessities, hygiene, schoolwork, cleaning, etc. Then about 1 to 2 o'clock, I lift weights. No, you don't have to do that much, but like our team does, 30 minutes a day is really all you need.
All right, so someone tell me about what you guys are doing individually to keep up with your drill skills.
Okay, so before the pandemic happened, really kicked off, we were issued our rifles back, and 2 to 2:30 hours a day, me and my brother practice together.
All the sequences that we do, everything that we do we're not adding anything. We're just keeping proficient with the things that we have routine. And as me as an instructor, what I do is I'll pick, for example, let's say we have 20 sequences in one routine. Hey, we're going to do sequence 1 and 17, but they have to have the mindset of knowing how to transition one sequence to the next, so that when we get back together, team practices will just pick up and flow like they always did.
Very cool. Yeah, I think that's going to be huge. And I think, for people that are out there watching this, knowing that there are ways to overcome the not being at practice together, that's going to be a huge thing. I guess my next question for y'all is, what's been the most challenging part about being away from one another, or just being away from the team, since we've all kind of been at home and that sort of thing? What's been the hardest part, or the most challenging part about that?
The most challenging part about being away from one another is not being able to practice as a team in person. While we do submit videos, it's limited. It strains our ability to critique each other. Like, as when we're in a team, we're getting constant help. We're constantly practicing, and we're getting constant critique to help us. In addition to this, certain aspects of drill, such as alignment, cannot be exercised, as one must have other team members present to practice it. So the most challenging part is not being in person with a team, because we can't practice everything in order to get better.
Good to go. Can you tell me a little bit, somebody tell me a little bit about the technology you're using, and what kind of makes that challenging being in this situation?
So the technology that we use, I think most of us use our phones or computers, but we use Google Meets for Messenger and Facebook to stay connected. But the challenge is really easy to avoid work, such as, not work, but training, such as workouts in the morning. We're not sending in a video, or just not showing up to a drill meeting. But it is important because everyone needs to stay together and keep each other motivated through the pandemic.
What are some of the other things that you are doing to maintain accountability between yourselves as team members working through this?
In order for me to keep accountability of my cadets, I make sure to message them personally, like without the group, to see why they're not doing what they're supposed to, whether it's not showing up to the meetings or workouts, or not turning in their video assignments. And then I can see what I can do to help them resolve the issue. And if the issue persists, I go to Master Sergeant Ybarra, and he deals with the cadet from there.
One of the other things people are probably wondering about, because drill team is a lot of work and it's a lot of practice, but there is that family aspect, or that social aspect too. What are you guys doing to stay connected socially outside of the working out and the practicing and accountability piece?
Well, what I'm doing to stay socially connected, it's like every other teenager, every other high schooler, texting friends, FaceTiming, connecting them on social media. And there's like a lot of ways you can get to another person without using FaceTime. There's like a whole bunch of apps out there, like, to connect with them and everything. And within the Corps, I know a lot of cadets who stay in contact with me and stay in contact with instructors and other friends that they have. And every Saturday after the whole quarantine, we have a talent show that starts at 3 o'clock. And, we have people go on, perform, do magic tricks, show art, play music, like instruments, sing, dance. Sometimes they'll do cartwheels. And at the end, we'll decide who wins, and whoever wins gets a round of applause. And also, if we still want to talk, the instructors will let us still be on that Zoom meeting, and we'll usually talk to each another with the instructor, and we'll also ask like, hey, how you're doing, how's quarantine going for you?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to you and Drill Team Dynamics Incorporated for reaching out and letting us share our story. But to all the drill teamers out there, all the instructors and all the coaches, I'm the commandant of Drill World University and the director of Texas Drill Competition. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. If you need any help or any advice or just to chat or pick my brain, please feel free to do so. I'll put my cadets in touch with your cadets so you can share ideas, what have you. It's only, our drill community is small. We're in this together, so we're here for you. So go Sky Raiders.
That was awesome. Thank you so much to Master Sergeant Ybarra and the Sky Raiders Armed Drill Team for taking time out of their day to come on and answer these questions. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments below. And if they're specific for the Sky Raiders or for Master Sergeant Ybarra, make sure you specify. We'll send those questions on along and get you responses straight from the source. Keep watching our YouTube channel. Stay tuned to our website. We have plenty more content coming, and we're so excited for some of the things that we're about to bring to you. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration and some ideas, and we'll talk to you all next time.